This is my wife's bike. It is a hybrid bike. She went into a bike store and specifically asked for a bike that she could use to ride 150 kilometers. And she ended up with this thing, which has a rear rack, front suspension, wide handlebars, and 40mm tires with a massive tread. I feel like the bike store should be shut down by the government for making her buy this bike with the specific reason to ride 150 kilometer race. But yeah, after that race, she sort of lost her hunger for cycling. So now this bike is what I use to haul kids to and from places. We attach a kiddie chair to it, and we attach trailer to it. Ideally, this would be an e-bike, because I think that would motivate me to use it even more early in the mornings to take the kids to school. And ideally, I would be able to store it outdoors, pretty much right here, so that when we exit the house in the morning, it is the most convenient option to use. But I'm not sure how that would work in the winter. Maybe I can use some kind of blanket over it, like people put blankets over their fancy cars to protect them from dust. I don't know. Anyways, it's got a big problem, and it's had the same problem for over a year now. And it's perhaps the worst problem in the world. When you pedal it, it makes a clicking noise. It's very difficult to actually find the source of the problem. It could be anywhere. My mind first went to thinking that it's the bottom bracket. It just sort of feels like it's the bottom bracket, hopping around a little bit from left to right every time I put some power down. But I did some research online, and it seems that it's rarely the bottom bracket. And now I do have one thing that I can easily test, and that would be the pedals. These pedals have seen better days, and if I push here, I can feel sort of a click. So the first thing we're going to try is switching out the pedals, and we're going to put on these bigger plastic platform pedals with straps. Hey, who knows, maybe if I start using straps on this bike, I don't need the e-bike because I'll have the power of 2 legs to ride up hills. Let's give it a try. I bought these straps from Santa Fixie for like €5 a few years back. I don't know if it was on a sale or if the base price was €5, but that's when I learned that not all straps are created equal. I don't know, they flail around and they're not as structured, or like they don't keep their shape as well as my Bugaboo straps. But I also learned that the most important thing is not the straps, it's the pedal. A great pedal with an average strap is better than a great strap on an average pedal. At least that's my take on it. And in this case, I would say that the pedal is also fairly average. Not as good as my other big platform pedals. Oh, wrong direction. Okay, there we go. Let's go for an immediate test. No, that didn't take away the clicking sound, unfortunately. But the riding instantly felt much better with these pedals. I love big platform pedals. And you don't have to convince me about the greatness of straps. So, didn't solve the clicking noise problem, but I'm keeping them. Of course, question is, what's the next thing to do to try and figure out the source of the clicking noise? I have no idea. Literally no idea where to start. Help. I'm not able to get the clicking noise by simply bending the frame by force without using the pedals. Like this is difficult to do with one hand, but like if I flex the saddle to one side and the handlebars to the other, nothing, no sound. However, with the pedals, it's very easy on the way up with this one, it is incredibly easy to get the noise. Here on the front, left down, takes a little bit more force. But here, almost nothing. And yeah, like I said, I feel like perhaps clicking noises is basically the lupus of bicycle problems. No, that's a bad analogy. I've never actually watched House. Forget I said anything. But yeah, if you have any suggestions, feel free to let me know. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.